Hi, Bebetta.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I feel a little bit different these days, but I'm fine. How's things going there? I see. Is that a change of hairstyle?
Yes, at the moment I try to experiment a little bit. Different times, different hairstyles, and
Yeah,
yes.
I've been going through a few changes. I've been chilling out, been sleeping a lot. I sleep sort of like 19 hours a day now, and yeah, I keep asking for food, and I keep scratching things like furniture, and
That sounds good. That's a good thing to do on a day. When you are always at home, that's the best, or not? Cool.
How is Berlin?
Yes, at the moment it feels a little bit like the time before the corona
Yeah.
came, and the people start getting more out. And yeah, I think it's also good to be a little bit outside, a little bit fresh air, and the weather gets good. And yeah, yes,
Mm.
in the beginning when the lockdown started, I wasn't so inspired. I was more like I needed some time to realize what is going on, and I needed time to inform about everything. I was watching a lot of news from different channels, and then with the time I calmed down a little bit, and then the inspiration came back, but more in another way. I was more starting painting and doing more work for my upcoming label. But since a few days, I also started to work on music projects, and it's a big fun at the moment. So now that's a good time to produce.
You have this new label that you're
Mm-hmm.
working on at the moment called
Yes,
Eating People.
yes, the name is Eating People.
Where did that Eating People, can you say where the name came from?
Oh, that's a good question. The Eating People, the label, I'm not doing alone. I'm doing this together with my husband and with a very good friend, Raphael and Max.
Yeah.
And so we are three people, and were thinking very long time about the name, really, really long time. We had also different names in the beginning.
Mm.
And then in the end, there was Eating People. It was a little bit like uh, we will eat you with our music
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also with our artwork, because it's not only focused on music. Music is a focus, but next to the music we also have the artwork and the cover artwork, and is also very important for us.
Mm.
And yeah, and we try to catch the people with our music, and we try to eat them too. Yeah.
It's
I think
great.
the name is good because you are thinking about it, and that's always good.
Yeah, you have something on the wall.
Yes, that's preparation for our next cover artwork. In the back, you see there are 16 white covers.
Yeah.
It's it's this one where the record comes in, and
Yeah.
that's our canvas. That's where the artists are painting on it.
No connection to this
every artist who is releasing on our label has the possibility to do his own artwork. And that was always something what I was missing when I had a release on different labels. I always had ideas for my track. I was thinking, this track, I would love to have this cover. I already did one cover myself. My first release, I had a drawing that I did. And I was sending the track and the drawing to the labels. Maybe, if you like the music and you don't like the label, then not the cover, then it's not the right label. And in the end, I found one label that said, okay, we will use this label. And I was so happy. The first release for our label is from Harrison and me. Harrison is also a very good producer, and a lot of people know him because he's also a singer. And we had a very funny session where we were painting, and this session we also filmed, and the filming will be in time lapse, our music video for one track of the EP. This is one piece of the 16 that you see behind me. Yeah. And this is another one with our record together, and you have a very unique one. I really love it. I would love to have from my favorite artist something like this. I really like it a lot.
Yeah, they're really good.
In the end, we made a picture of the whole one, and I made it as a cover artwork. In total, we let this print, and this is the final cover. And everyone is unique because they also get handmade lines.
That's great.
Now, I have time at the moment, so why not? But I think we also do it in future. I like to do limited editions and something like this. It's also numbered here in the back, but it's not filled out. I painted CDs for the people, all limited. They were all around 800 CDs that I gave to the people always after my gig.
I've still got on my laptop here.
Yeah, and stickers. That's also what I really like to do. And here's also, we are doing different artwork. Now that's the collage
with the team
of myself. I did it together with Max and Raphael. And I love T, She makes everything better. And smiley.
That's great, yeah. When you start making a track, is there any particular thing you start with first?
In the past days or weeks, I realized that for me it's good to start with a break. Before, I always try to start in the beginning of the track, but it makes no sense. I don't think so much on the moment where it takes place, what I'm doing. I try to be free, that I don't say this has to be the beginning, this has to be the break, and this is the middle. When you don't think about where it has to be put, you don't stress yourself that you have to say, oh, now there has to be the drop, and here you are more free.
But eating people's fascinating, and I think people should keep an eye on it. And I love how it combines all these different like art and passion and music. And
yeah, it's a little bit different maybe, but it's, for me, I always had this idea that I use the records as a canvas. I always had this idea, and now I'm really, really happy that I can do it.
Thank you.
Thank you.